Yeah, if you guys go to my Facebook page on Facebook.
Oh yeah, I see it right now.
Yeah, and then you can share like from there. Do you guys like this alteration? Pretty cool.
Oh, share. Oh wow, I'm seeing myself right now. This is interesting. Real cool. This is a real trippy.
Yeah, this is really
Public. Okay, great.
Sharing group. I'm just going to share this here in Tyflow, the group that we have. Tyflow, or actually page. So let's share it right now. Let's share everything, and then in about let's say 30 seconds, I'm gonna hand it over to our host, Joe Van, who's going to go ahead and start us off here at the Triflow Podcast. How does that sound, everyone?
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh man, dude, it had to happen, man. It had to happen. I see you putting the effort on LinkedIn. I see you putting the videos up. I see you making some action. I'm like, yo, this guy needs some more exposure. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate that. It's been fun, man. LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I don't know why. I just love it.
Yeah, man. No, it's people don't realize that this is fun. We're really just having a great time right now. It's just fun.
Yeah, it is, man. And if you could provide value too, it's just even better. If you can even help just one person doing, sending out content or doing these little live streams, it's more than worth it.
That's it, man. Because we are salespeople. We understand value and value creation, and we understand that there is if there's value there, whether it was now, 2 days from now, a week from now, a year from now, 6 from now, somebody's going to be looking for this content. Somebody's going to need this at some point in time, and when you have value, you can put a dollar amount on it any time. Once people realize the value, you can put a dollar value on it. So, and that's what people, kind of haven't really figured out. But that's why, it's a process, right? So, in the meantime, let's make content, let's have fun, and let's create value. Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is the Triflow Podcast. Joe, please go ahead, and we're gonna give you the floor.
Okay, we'll start with the introduction. So first, I'd like to say just welcome and thanks for coming on. And to everyone else, welcome everyone to the Triflow Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Van, along with Sal, bringing you interesting conversations from across the business spectrum. If you're interested in marketing, capitalistic venture, just anything related to business, you're in the right place. And so with that, introductions. With us today is Tyler. You have a long history that sort of brought you to where you are, which I guess can be said about everyone who is an entrepreneur that sort of works towards building better futures for themselves and other people. So I'll leave you with the floor to sort of explain your current situation, if you will.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Glad to be here, guys. And thanks, Sal, for setting this up. It's almost like the millennial timeline, right? Where people go to school for one thing, and then 5-10 years later, they're in something completely different, either an entrepreneur or doing something else, right? So it's actually funny enough, started off in criminology at Carleton University in Ottawa.
Yeah. Right.
Made my way over to the bank, CIBC, doing different things with the bank, sales, commercial banking, etc. Then moved over as a sales consultant for entrepreneurs. So a strategic coach was the company. And now I'm a senior account executive at a startup that's really growing quick, Parkbench, which helps realtors and brokers really scale their business who are more community minded. So it's been a fun ride. Didn't start off in sales, but now have really seen the highs and lows of sales. It's really, really fun time. And if you're in professional sales, you know that it can be a grind, but it can be really rewarding helping all these people out.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And we're getting a hey guys from Diego. Hello back to you, Diego.
Awesome. Love it.
It's so interactive. I love it. But so just to start out, what exactly got you into criminology? That just from the baseline, because going from criminology, you jumped again. So what was that benchmark, if you can recall?
So funny enough, I wasn't doing that great in school for the first 3 years. So from grade 9 to 11, honestly not the greatest, but I've kind of found my niche in the social sciences. So law, psychology, sociology, things like that. And that kind of branched off into criminology, which has mainly a focus in the social sciences. So instead of focusing on one avenue, I decided to I had no idea at that point what I wanted to do. But at least with criminology, it kind of fed into all these other different avenues that I could potentially look at. I wanted to go into law school, got into one law school, Windsor, wanted to go into others, didn't get into those ones, and then kind of just forged my path now.
Yeah. And so a lot of people can relate to going to school for something, and then once they're there, finding out that, their actual interests are in some completely different place. Yeah. Same with myself. It's, I didn't jump too many times, but it's still, I only know maybe like 2 out of 10 people that like stick with things. Yeah. I mean, obviously I could be living in a bubble, but when you jump from criminology, what sort of made you do that? Was it just a slow build, or was there an impactful sort of thing that made you shift your position?
From criminology into banking?
Yeah.
Honestly, just like a lot of millennials, you come out of university thinking that you're hot. Can we swear here? Hot shit? Is that okay?
Yeah. We're all rated.
Like a lot of people come out of university, and honestly, especially if you come from like a decent background, a lot of us, especially when we're 20, 21, just assume we're gonna walk into 70K base, jobs. Everything's gonna be all well and good. You're instantly gonna find a job in your field, and I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but it was just like everything's gonna be fine once university's done. That's what our parents told us. That's what
it's all planned. Yeah. It's a path. Yeah.
Our parents told us as long as we do university in 4 years, we're gonna come out and everything's gonna be fine. And myself and thousands and thousands and thousands of other people, it just simply wasn't the case. And after about 3 to 6 months, I moved back into Toronto, and I realized this is going to be a little bit more challenging than I thought. And then from there, I had to find something. A bank I thought was a good place to start. A couple of my friends were at the bank. And the bank is actually a cool place because you have a lot of different divisions, and you can learn a lot there and meet a lot of cool people and network and connect. But it also kind of has its drawbacks as well if you're not specializing in anything.
Yeah. Well, so what was the starting position that you had? Was it just a teller, or are there different entry levels to banking?
Funny enough, outbound FSR. So calling out to existing clients.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's strangely similar to sales.
The people that you hear, like when they call you up from like TD, and you're like, I hate this person. That was me.
No.
Not knowing anything about sales at that point in time, like retail sales, obviously, but not understanding sales. It was almost like a borderline telemarketer.
Yeah, seriously. That's interesting. That's a cool place to start in that.
It was definitely a Wild West for sure. It was a fun place to work for sure. A little bit of similarities where I'm working now, but this is obviously a little more professional, more B2B. But again, that was B2C and bothering people during the dinner.
Yeah, true.
Getting the slack for that, getting hung up on all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's weird how old tactics make completely no sense nowadays. Like cold calling, like house lines, because that they're all home for dinner and stuff like that. It's weird, but
the funny thing is, so people think cold calling and prospecting is dead. It's not dead. It's really not. You just gotta do it in a new way. You can't just cold call and be like, hey, I'm from X, Y, and Z, like the Wolf of Wall Street, just being ultra salesy. If you can just hit them with a value prop really quickly and provide value instantaneously and showcase them that you're, just like Jordan Belfort says, sharp as a tack, like witty as hell, and have some energy, they will feed off of that, and they'll be like, you know what, let's give this person a shot here, because at the end of the day, that is still how business runs. Like, don't get it twisted here. People still need to call other businesses and ask for business and provide value to see if this might be a good fit. And if you're not able to do that in sales, you're gonna fail very quick, unless you're like a Apple.
And also, let me add on that, if you don't mind, just like being genuine, just like talking to them as another human being on the line, because that's what having connection with somebody over the phone allows you to do. Is they're human, they're there, they can listen to you only if you are, or if you can communicate in such a human way, rather than just like like you said, like like having a script or whatever. So it's not dead yet. It's old. It's very it's very like you have to do a lot of work. Like the activity level
manual.
is high. It's very manual. If you learn that and then are able to kind of switch it into a more online plus offline way, like come up with more innovative ways where you can find the interested people. It's not targeted. That's what it is. It's not targeted because you're calling everybody. But it's like if you can find the people that are interested, you find their phone numbers and then give them a call, via LinkedIn. And that's kind of what I want Taylor to kind of touch base on. Like, hey, LinkedIn is such a great way. Like, hey, the guy's name, the girl's name, their phone number, what city they're in. You can look them up, you can find their number, and then you can call them, right? So yeah, if you want to touch base on like LinkedIn and kind of how that plays into this whole equation of the old methods of sales plus how LinkedIn is kind of makes you kind of jumpstart that into the new ways of sales and the innovative ways and what you guys are doing at Parkbench.
And honestly, Sal, I couldn't agree more. You said it so perfectly. I would just even add on to that. You can even do research on them, which is so key, right? You can be like, hey, listen, I noticed here that, you just became a realtor or in like B2B. Like, I just noticed that you're heading up a new division in X, Y.
Right.
You're bringing on board like another 100 potential employees, or you're looking for, a seed, for example. This is my potential solution. I'm here to help you. And you can be like, hey, I know you went to this university. If you can kind of find a common connection using LinkedIn or using a different avenue, man, the person's wall goes from all the way here, from getting 100 calls a day to, hey, this is not just another salesy realtor, and I have a common connection with them.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That the trust factor and the credibility all just skyrockets, and that's what you need.
Exactly. But that's why we need companies like yours, buddy. Because no one wants to, I don't know about you, but a lot of people just want to pick up the phone and start dialing. Like, in my opinion, it's a nice tool to provide value and close, but that's why we need businesses like you, so you can touch on people that we never have access to or we never even know is interested, so they can so then we can have a conversation with them and see if they're the right fit for the product.
Exactly, of course. And also like to reverse the equation, because right now, like, we have an outlet to literally reverse the whole process.
Yes.
Rather than me going out and I'm gonna say that word again, fucking hustling. And I wanna become that figure that will attract the people to me. Like, okay, who's this Tyler? Who's this Sal? Who's this Taylor guy that I see on LinkedIn every day in, day out, dropping value? Like, I want to actually learn about him now. Like, rather than you researching them, they're gonna be researching you, and you just flip the tables, and now you're in power, right? So,
Yes, and what's funny is why I do what I do, and I barely. I did it today, funny enough, but I barely have a business. Like, I barely tell people, if you're interested, like, come check me out, because the way I see it is, it is a drip marketing strategy, right? Like, you always want to be, you always want to be in front of them. You always want to provide value. But if you can provide more and more and more and more and more value, you're seen as credible. Exactly. Consistency is key, though. It doesn't matter if you have value. If you do it once every 2 weeks, it's not very effective, especially on social media.
True.
Content.
There we go. That's a great nugget for people that are watching right now. I'll lead it back to you, Joe. Any comments, questions, or?
No, I'm loving it. I mean, I got two sales guys just talking games, so
So that's it. You want more?
Than that,
like,
right?
hey, tell me more.
Please.
Anybody
but
from
I will direct
like,
it.
Do you guys have any questions? People in the comments. I know Diego Imran. We got who else do we have? Selim, my buddy from university. If you guys have any questions, just drop them and we'll answer. But yeah, I mean, I want to also kind of ask maybe about Parkbench. Is like, you guys are kind of like saying, hey, we understand the problem. We understand like the problem in the market right now, that the realtors that are going out there, like, okay, The social media like doesn't work on its own. The door knocking is kind of tedious. So let's find a common ground and create this new cool platform. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just reading the comments here. Imran is making some good points over there. Opening.
Really?
Absolutely, Imran. That's why you got to hit him with a value prop right away. And if you don't hit him with a value prop, the first 30 to 60 seconds, and I noticed you mentioned Grant Cardone. We have Grant Cardone's training over here. So Jordan Belfort and Grant Cardone's training. Like we train on every single.
Yeah, check Grant Cardone. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. You got to hit people with value prop and excitement and just a great introduction, especially cold calling, right away. In the first 30 seconds, if they don't think you're credible and they don't know you, like you or trust you yet, you're screwed. Like it's over. Go on to the next call because you're not going to unless your product's really solving a problem. In regards to our solution, so in the market right now, if you know anything about like the real estate market, it's kind of infatuated and it has so many realtors. So again, there's so many realtors. We're from Toronto, right? Like Joseph, you're from Toronto, right?
Yeah. Well, GTA, but that counts. Yeah.
I count that as Toronto. Wherever, even in close to Mississauga, that's Toronto. Right? So how many realtors are there out there right now in Toronto and GTA? How much of them do we see on a given day? Like thousands? Like how much commercial?
Yeah, literally.
How many people do you know that are realtors?
Yeah, personally, I know 5, of my small circle.
How about you, Sal? What do you think?
Yeah, maybe like, honestly, I'm in the business for delivering for realtors. So I have to be careful what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But honestly, like a couple, like I can count them on my fingers. You know what I mean?
Yes. And that's the problem, right? It's like, how do you differentiate yourself when everyone is doing the exact same things and traditional forms of marketing are no longer working, door knocking, and if people don't know what realtors and brokers do to actively prospect in their farming area, so in their community, they do door knocking still, cold calling, some of that still do cold calling, mailers, flyers, actual park benches, TV advertisements. You could do lead generation, which again, that's what your company does. Again, get individuals who are interested in buying and selling agents, et cetera, and hooking them up with potential your clients. Or you can focus on building your database and growing your sphere of influence and building more relationships.
That's it. That's it,
right?
Building that network. Yeah, building that network, reaching out more people.
Exactly. But the problem is, if everyone's doing the exact same thing, how do you, us as consumers, pick, especially when we're always getting hit with all this traditional form of marketing and all these people are doing the exact same things, which means we don't care. We no longer care, right? So
that's true.
Our company is all about helping our clients get out there in their community and build more relationships and get more face-to-face prospect meetings with homeowners, business owners, professional service providers, and influencers within their community.
Nice.
So it's an interesting concept. It's not for everyone. It works really well, and we only work with one person per area, performing area.
Nice. Well, aren't realtors already doing this right now? Like they're already going out to community events. They're already, So what is, what is Parkbench? What's your guys?
What are they providing that they can't do themselves?
Great. Fantastic question. So here's the thing. You would assume that these people should be going out and networking, right? You assume that. Meeting as many people as possible. But
like if I were a realtor, dude, I would go to every community center. I'm going to go talk to every, just let them know, hey, how can I help you guys? Like, what can I do for you? You know what I mean? And just showing my face as many times as possible. And you would assume that they would do that. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No. I love that question, and I love what you were saying, Sal, because you would assume that, right?
Yeah,
you would. But here's the thing: as we go into 2019, 2020, and as technology progresses, this happens a lot more with millennial realtors and brokers. We're starting to use technology as a replacement for building relationships. We think sit around by our computer, and if we just pump out a lot of social media content, our social media, through the computer.
Likes. How many likes did you get? How many likes did you get?
Oh, I'm posting about real estate. No one cares about this anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's not say that on the Triflow Podcast. Otherwise, we'll get into a lot of business.
No.
Yeah.
People care about real estate. People care about real estate, of course. But people need to be more than this to just talk about real estate. Because if you're not buying or selling a home, do you care about a website?
I mean, I'll probably like Google the website. I mean, it's gotta be like there's gotta be some online presence. Like, if I Google your name and there's no website, like, are you legit, dude? Like, are you a realtor?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
If you're not buying or selling a home right now, is a realtor website providing you with any sort of value?
Not really. Like, you can have all types of tools, evaluation, etc. Like, you can probably find them on other websites.
But you're not buying or selling.
You're not by yourself. Yeah. Well, you have to go and like search for them.
Exactly. So that's what we do, Sal and Joseph. So this is a great question. We create and build out this hyper-local, content-rich, community-driven website, and we make realtor and broker the local sponsor of the site. And this site provides value in regards to local news, hyper-local events, and free local deals, and it's powered up to and synced up to Groupon.
Nice.
All we're doing now is we're providing a prospecting system. Now local realtors are going into professional service providers and influencers, and now their pitch, instead of you walking up to the person as a realtor and saying, hey, I'm a realtor, like, let me get to know you a little bit, or I'm a realtor, here's my business card, please refer me. Like, no, I'm not going to refer you. You provide me with zero value. So
right.
Yeah.
Instead, imagine them going into a restaurant owner and saying, hey, my name is Tyler. I'm the new title sponsor of this neighborhood website for Liberty Village. It's all about shopping local and all about the community and empowering businesses by providing them a platform for free advertising.
Wow.
While I'm here, I'd love to take a quick minute to do a short little interview with you. So I could learn more about you and your business and feature you for free on this community-based website.
Nice. Yeah. So it's not only for realtors, it's also for other businesses.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a hub. It's like the newspaper when you would get advertising on that or featured on it, depending on whatever you want, but obviously just in the new age.
Exactly.
It's a genius idea.
Exactly. And the biggest thing is
yeah.
No, sorry, Joseph, I want to hear what you have to say. I love it.
No. It's just the concept is so amazing. And so I haven't checked out the website myself, but obviously to the audience and just everyone else listening in the future, what is the link that you can give?
Yeah, sure. So if you want, so it's parkbench.com.
So super clean.
Parkbench. Here, let me just type it in actually. Parkbench.com.
Yes. And
there we go.
If anyone's interested in the chat or anyone that's hearing now, if they're interested in finding out more, if they might know a realtor, though Toronto's honestly is pretty much up, but if anyone is interested in hearing more, finding out more, if they want to just have a brief conversation with me, add me on LinkedIn. And everyone, by the way, everyone should be connecting. Joseph, you have LinkedIn?
I do.
I'm gonna add you right after this conversation. Everyone is all on LinkedIn as well. I love LinkedIn, honestly. Like, I want to connect with everyone on LinkedIn. Everyone's like, contact me. I just love talking to people and hearing their story. Imran, I want to talk to a little bit as well because he's in B2B. So I was just looking at that. So we're gonna get to his questions. I hope we're gonna get to his questions if we have time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if we get a chance, let's go through them. Yeah. Taylor, go ahead. Like, let's go through the questions. Whichever ones you want to go and take up first, or do you want me to go through them here?
I think the best one we have here is from Imran. I'm on the B2B sales calling, and he's wondering how are you managing your cold leads to warm leads?
Yeah, great question. So I'm actually lucky. So I'm a part of the inbound sales team. So we actually get a lot of inquiries. So my challenge, so we have an outbound team, which only does cold prospecting. So they're calling into brokers, realtors, like on a daily basis, cold calling. I'm, in my opinion, one of the luckier ones. I get in I get fed inbound inquiries, which I'm then calling. So it's almost like just like yourself, Sal. Again, we're running
Nice.
ad campaigns
Nice.
across North America. We're getting inquiries, and then we're just pumping and contacting them. In regards to in his case, turning cold leads into warm leads, you better be like, in my opinion, I would be using LinkedIn. So I would be connecting with them on LinkedIn. If you're using our CRM, I'm imagining you should be using a CRM. Input all their data into the CRM. Add them on LinkedIn. Be posting every single day value-based content in relation to their markets and in relation to what you do, and ideally success stories as well. And then from there, you should be contacting them. And if they don't, again, call, text, email, run through the gamut for 1 or 2 weeks. And then after 2 weeks, if they don't pick up, you do a pull away. And then don't reach back out to them until another 3, 4, 6 months from then, because you don't want to annoy them. You want to be professionally persistent, not annoyingly persistent.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's about the balance between the two, right?
Yeah.
You want to get them, but you also want to obviously respect their privacy or just personal time, right? So
exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? Like and honestly, private message them on, like, once you connect with them, don't just connect. So people do this mistake. People will go on LinkedIn, click connect, no message. If you don't know that, like, I know you now, Joseph, I don't need to do a message for you, buddy. I can just, you know me, we're friends.
Yeah.
But if I don't know you, why would I connect with you with no message? That is dumb. Like, that does not.
Yeah. It's strange. Yeah. It leaves them with a lot of questions. Like, do I know this guy from high school, or, Didn't
even know me. And I'm like, let me sell you some stuff. And let's be friends now. You'd be like, who are you? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Why is it different? It's not. Send them a message. Hey, listen, I noticed that we have mutual connections. I noticed that we have mutual interests. I would say that if I was you, Imran, like, I noticed that we have mutual interests. I would love to connect with you.
Nice.
Yeah. Little message, add a note, little message. Once you push connect on your computer, it says add a message. Click yes. Do that, Imran. If you want, you can contact me directly. I can help you with that, buddy. Put that, then you push connect. Once there's a connection, now you can private message them and say, hey, listen, like, would you be open to a conversation to see if it might be a good fit? Here's my little bit of value prop. Or you can just give them a little bit of value. Here's a little PDF. I thought of you about this. Like, tell me what you think. Don't even ask for the business.
Done.
A couple of hours, right? Like, just get creative.
Boom.
That's great. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So I do have another question for you, Tyler, just about you're building up to where you are now.
Sure.
So you currently have a startup, but at one point in time, you were calling people from TD or whichever bank you were from. You have like a wide variety, like, in the skill set of salesmanship. Did it come from there, or did it grow through the transition getting to the business that you have now?
Honestly, I think you both would agree, Sal and Joseph, that as you progress from like year to year, experience to experience, job to job, you get these little nuggets of skill sets, attributes.
Bit by bit.
Yeah, and I'm sure, again, Joseph, I'm sure you have a ton of them. Like, imagine yourself like 10 years ago, or in university, same what you saw in university, to now.
Yeah.
And like I retail, like I used to work at Mets, and some sales nuggets from there I still use now in my current job. Like, it's like little nuggets that we take on. But in regards to like objection handling, how to properly sell, time block, prospect, a lot of it came from my last 2 sales roles, more being B2B professional sales, and Grant Cardone training and Jordan Belfort training. By the way, guys, Jordan Belfort is Wolf of Wall Street, if you guys don't know.
Yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street from the movie. Yeah.
He talked like, love him or hate him, this guy's a genius. He's a sales.
Yeah. Sell me this pen. It's iconic. Yeah.
A lot about tonality and focus on tonality. If you really like Grant Cardone's more in your face, presses you, is professional. Presses you, and he's an objection handler closer.
Dude, he's the master at projection handling closer. Yeah, he's like, at the end of the day, whether you do this or that, like, you're making a decision. Whether you decide to go with the product or not, or go home without buying the car, you're making this decision. So let's make a decision right now.
100%.
Dude, like, holy shit, like, who would have thought about that? Like, I would have never.
No, man, it's 100% true, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's so many little things in sales, and again, man, like I don't pretend to know everything. To be honest with you, I don't even know 50% of what's out there. I know probably like 50% of what is out there, right? Like that's a cool part about sales is it's a challenge, it's difficult, but there's also a science and an art behind it. So there's a science behind. So Jordan Belfort talks about the science behind a sales process. It's called the straight line. You go from start to finish in a sales cycle within a call, within a conversation, both face-to-face and a phone conversation, where you start with the hello and you end in the deal. And there's so many things within that you gotta follow that's gonna project and provide you with the deal. And if you veer off the line, you're screwed.
That's it.
Screwed. And the art is just being yourself, like you said, Sal, like just being yourself, like kind of having your own flavor to it, just being
having a conversation, just like this.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as a final question, you have this business now, and you're calling it a startup. What is the future projection you see? Is it going to be extensions to this? Is it building this into like this refined website that's going to be used for generations to come? What do you see for yourself?
Great question. So I just wanted to clarify for the audience, I'm not the CEO of this company. Like I'm the account executive for the company, but like great question. The head sales guys for the company. In regards to the company, we're now getting investment funding. So we're at a WeWork now in Toronto, University and King. We went from, 2-3 years ago being like a 15, 20-man operation. Now we're a 40-man operation, and we're hoping to be, honestly, I don't know what our valuation is, but we're hoping 5 to 10 years to be at $100 million company. And
wow, that's huge.
Yeah, we started 5 years ago, and we have over 1,200 clients now across North America, London, UK, and Australia. And we're ramping up huge. And I don't know if anyone's ever really thought about joining a startup. I know, Imran, you mentioned that, so it sounds like you're kind of at a startup right now. It's both fun and nerve-wracking because you don't necessarily always know what's going on like at a bank, but you have a lot more influence. So I never once thought I'd ever work for a potential startup or something up and coming, like an angel investment type of company. But it's been pretty fun because you have more influence with the bottom line of the company. Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
I mean, Tyflow itself is a startup, right? So we're gaining our ground, and I mean, you're a team member, like you're basically, it's influence absolutely compared to something that's been established, and you're just sort of like this tiny little cog in the wheel. It brings a lot more passion to the game, I think. I mean, it's it makes you want to stay. And it just helps creativity with the business itself. It helps with success, so long as everybody has the same picture in mind.
Absolutely. And for true entrepreneurs like Sal over here, like I have a lot of respect for Sal and both you guys, because again, you guys are just
thank you.
Thank you. Of course. I respect you guys because again, this is not easy, and it's grinding and we both know it, but you guys are taking this really genuine, value-added, fun, unique approach. To be honest, I never ever thought about doing a Facebook live event, so I would love to be back on again. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, we'd love to have you.
You're more than welcome. Yes, we would love to do that, of course. I mean, at one point or another, we're going to run out of how many people in my network, so we're going to start reaching out to you and to your network and to everyone's network, and that's how it works, man.
No, for sure, buddy, for sure. But like, I know me and Sal have already discussed like he's talked about like sales tactics, how to grow his business. Again, it's not easy. Digital marketing is not an easy game, but there's a lot of competition, especially now in digital marketing, but it's definitely valuable and businesses value it as long as you can do the right things and provide client acquisition is the name of the game in business. It always will be, which means that there's always a place for a great digital marketing company. And I'm hoping that in the next few years, you guys can be that digital marketing company that's up and coming, killing it. There's money to be made.
That's the plan.
That's it, baby. That's it, Taylor. That's it. We'll need your support. We'll need your support along the way. So whatever ways, this way through the podcast or network or whatever it is, or just even could be as simple as liking our post and sharing it.
Yes.
And that could be as simple as that,
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, man, I will say this. We will have a sidebar conversation away from the live, and we will discuss. I have to do more research, man, because I don't really know the digital marketing industry too well.
Yeah.
In that realm, I dabbled in it a bit, but I would love all three of us to kind of do a little meeting and meet up.
Sure.
We could potentially use creative ways to get you guys clients in business.
That would be amazing. That would be a great. I will contact you right after this live, and let's get on with that meeting, man.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think we should figure something out, because that's you already feeling the pinch, I'm sure. Like, you already know, like, differentiation is a problem in your market.
It is. It's 100%. And you know what it is? Right now there's going to be a lot of digital marketing companies, and we already know that it's going to be like it's going to be the company that provides the service, the experience for the client, that can take care of the client. Because let's be realistic, there's going to be an unlimited amount of local businesses that will want to use digital marketing, or unlimited. Like, how many consultants out there that are not doing digital marketing? Like, there's just tons and tons and tons of abundance, right? Like, I would way rather live in an abundant world, which we all live in. We like to think that, hey, the world is ending. 2012, it's finishing. We're gonna die in the fire, But it's like, dude, just chill. Like, it's fine. We're going to be okay. And let's live in a world of abundance, right?
Yeah, a rich world full of competition, right? That's scary to some, but
By the way, Imran, much love, brother. I appreciate that comment. Really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, Imran is very active. He really wants to learn some sales. So let's give him some content too. Did you tell him to follow you on LinkedIn?
Yeah, man. Honestly, Imran, if you want to actually post your, if you have your LinkedIn, if you want, either post your LinkedIn URL, or I'll do mine right now, and you can just add me real quick.
Yep. Sure.
No, Imran, no comment necessary, brother. I already know who you are. If you want. But here, just give me 1 second here. I was gonna post.
I was going to do that, but I didn't want to ask in the middle of the conversation. But
oh no, man.
This is the wind down. This is the relaxing goodbye, and it's interact more with the everybody that we're talking to.
Sure. It's smart, man. I like this concept a lot.
Here you go. I got you the link. I'm going to paste it right now.
Yeah, I don't even know
the link
or not. Because it's only a minute. I don't even know.
Here it is.
I might have.
Oops, I pasted it there. Let me just paste it here in the common one. Let's go back. There you go, Imran. This is it. That's Tyler's LinkedIn profile. That's for everybody. If you'd like to connect with Tyler, he's got a wealth of knowledge on sales, B2B sales, etc.
Yeah. Well, how's everything else going, man? How's business been for you guys? Like, has it been all that it's been expected? Has it been a little bit more challenging? What's going on with you guys?
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, go ahead.
The same thing that we'd both say at the exact same time is that it's been both. It's been challenging, but we've still been hitting every beat, and it's progressing constantly. I don't know, Sal, if you secretly have felt any shortcomings, but we had maybe one lull so far. That's incredible for a startup. We should have failed by now, so I think we're doing great. Yeah, we made it past.
It's definitely not as fast as I imagined it to be. I thought, in 3 months, the whole thing is going to be up and running and just running fast.
Oh, for sure.
And then it turned out like 3 months turned to 6 months, 6 months now into 9 months. And it's just kind of a slow and steady upward momentum. And yeah, we do have a couple clients that we're working with right now. And we're more working really on perfecting and I don't want to be stuck in this phase, but I really want to get my processes down and the system down that will allow me to scale, because I really just can't wait for that freaking scale moment.
As soon as the exponential boost happens, it's going to be a game changer.
That's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. But we need to have proper systems and processes. So I'm really just, and I love that. You know, I'm an engineer, you know, kind of my professional background, and I love building systems. But again, I don't want to be stuck, because, you know, as an entrepreneur, you can be just stuck doing one thing and solving one problem, but you need to make sure that, you know, again, moving forward all the time and progressing. But yeah, we can definitely touch base on that when we meet, Tyler. I don't want to take too much of your time, but thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure we have more questions and more things to go over, so we'll definitely have you again, if you don't mind, sometime in the future.
Do you want? Does the chat want to like ask like one or two more questions before?
Sure. Yeah. We got.
I mean, Diego, hey, it's been great to have you here. Yeah.
Diego mentioned something about Spanish. If we can get some subtitles somehow with Spanish. Where are you from, Diego? Where are you from, Imran? Let's get in some personal input. We've talked a lot about ourselves. Let's get some of your guys' feedback.
Yeah, honestly, brother.
That is interesting. I wonder if we could transcribe every Facebook Live we do to like 90 languages or something.
That'd be game changing.
That'd be great. I mean, because I know that automatically happens with Facebook posts, is that whatever country you're from, you can click see translation and it'll just automatically give it to you. So to transcribe a video, that would be,
like live.
Look at this.
During it, live.
Dude, we just came up with an idea. If a startup now comes up with like an add-on that will literally transcribe what you're saying live and just like put it on the screen, done. Dude, that's like a million.
It's a technology waiting to happen. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I love that.
Maybe an app or a program for that.
Okay, so Imran is from Pakistan. And what do you do in Pakistan, Imran? Are you in sales? Are you in B2B?
I think I said earlier.
It's very important. Diego's from Guatemala. Wow.
Guatemala, welcome both of you. It's great to have you.
It's awesome.
Yeah. This is a global audience. I mean, you know.
This is incredible.
Yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, that's what the internet's for. Just connecting people around the world.
The cool thing about the internet. Yes.
Yeah.
Imran, brother, I just added you on LinkedIn. I was just reading up on your bio here. I love it. We actually have a mutual connection, and she's a realtor.
Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, what's that called? The 6 degrees of connection? Everybody knows everybody in the entire world by at least 6 people.
Isn't that nuts?
And that literally sounds counterintuitive, but that's a fact. It's like just a thing in sociology.
Oh, is that why LinkedIn gives you like that first, second, third connection?
Yeah,
I mean, that could be it.
Literally.
Wow.
LinkedIn as well shows mutual connection. So as I said, if you're cold calling someone and you see you have a mutual connection there, you can bring that up on the cold call, and they're going to be more receptive to that, because it's almost like a borderline introduction. Or you can contact that mutual connection and be like, listen, I know someone in our sphere that I'm trying to potentially reach out to you because I think this might be a good fit for them, our product. Would you be open to introducing them for me? Imran, that's another good idea, brother.
Imran, there we go. This is it. It's happening.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, hey, it's been great to have you, Tyler, and obviously our audience as well, our involved audience. I mean, this is exciting. I mean, we're involving ourselves in like a whole new way now. I mean, I
great energy, Tyler. Great energy, bro. Thank you for that.
I'm pumped.
That's it.
45. I might keep calling people after this.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
Close a couple deals, maybe I'll close a couple more. Why not? It's only 8:45.
That's it.
Exactly. Right. But for the Facebook Live.
Yeah, last game though, you know, like it's game 6 over here, so I might have to check it out.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, so from Sal and I and Triflow itself, thank you very much for coming on, and for everyone else, we will see you next time.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much.
Adios.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Diego.
Okay. Peace. Okay.